impatiently awaiting his transmission with his buddies back in Maryland.
Indeed, indeed. I wanted to show off my radiation belt that I'm wearing this
Oh, yes.
Nice. It's a little tighter. You wear it a little tighter these days.
NASA probe to understand a mysterious region around Earth is coming to an end after 6.5 years. The Van Allen probes are preparing for one final mission. NASA scientist Dr. C. Alex Young joins us live from the Goddard Space Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, with all the juicy details. All right, let's talk. What are we talking about when you say the Van Allen belt? What is that?
Well, so in 1958, James Van Allen and his team launched the Explorer 1 spacecraft. This is the beginning of the space age. And they were expecting cosmic radiation, cosmic rays. And in fact, they found out that the space around the Earth was incredibly radioactive. There was a belt of high radiation. And so this was the first discovery of the radiation belts that we renamed the Van Allen radiation belts. And in 2012, we launched a twin set of spacecraft that we now call the Van Allen probes to study this amazing region, which we send technology through, people through, and we really needed to understand it.
Absolutely. So that was my next question. So we send people through it. How does it affect astronauts? How does it affect equipment and all that stuff? Because all that radiation can't be helpful.
It's certainly not helpful, and this was very important for us to understand. First, the technological impact. We're sending stuff through high radiation, so we have to have shielding. We have to have special electronics that can handle the high radiation. But when we go to places like the moon and someday Mars, we have to pass through this. Fortunately, we're passing through it very quickly, but still it is a higher amount of radiation. So understanding it and understanding how it changes, in particular with the dynamics of the sun, is really critical for us to keep our technology working and for us to continue to be explorers near Earth and beyond.
I think it's fascinating, and we're, when we start talking about space weather, I can barely get the weather done here. I can't imagine how complicated it is for you guys to figure all this stuff out. Man, that's crazy.
It is really complicated. The sun produces these huge explosions, billions of tons of material. Sometimes it sends off huge flashes of light called solar flares. And all of this stuff impacts everything in the solar system, and it drives the dynamics of this radiation belt. It's, there's a lot of space, there's a lot of stuff in it, and it's really big. And so this is a huge challenge for NASA and even for our colleagues at NOAA who do the actual space weather forecasting near Earth.
Hey, thanks for joining us today. I really appreciate it. And space is big, and it's full of stuff. Full of stuff. It's fascinating. See you at the mixer. It's good to see you, sir.
Thanks a lot.
All right, bye-bye. All right, that was very cool.
That is cool.
The Van Allen belt.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
All right. Thanks, NASA man. Well,